Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Once again, it is me screaming into the void of the internet. You know, I knew it wouldn't be that easy. I knew in my heart that it would not be that easy. For some reason, I have always just had to have like some kind of uphill battle. Even when I'm super close to getting something, something goes wrong and just screws me over. I was supposed to start today. Today was my first day on the job, and don't have a good impression, to say the least. I have people who can't do they can't follow simple instructions, and even upon trying to reach out ahead of time to just confirm that I was good, because, funnily enough, something in me told me to, ask ahead of time, hey, listen, what do I need? What do I need to look out for? What do I need to bring? What kind of information, right? I called the store, and if you think I'm kidding with you, I'm literally gonna just have the thumbnail of this video be a phone call timer that I screenshotted for how long I was on that phone call. I called the store ahead of time, and for 45 minutes, I waited on hold to try and get a response. And I got no response. So, funnily enough, when I started my shift, air quotes, right? They tell me that they need a copy of my social and whatnot. And I was like, interesting, because, that's exactly what I wanted to call ahead of time. I didn't have it because, funnily enough, I don't really walk around my wallet everywhere because I don't really intend on buying things. And considering that you can buy things electronically now, I don't really carry around my wallet because I don't want to lose, information like that. I don't want to lose my social. I don't want to lose my ID. So I don't really carry it around needlessly. So I have my parents, just go back, pick up my wallet, bring it to me, and then we're good. Air quotes, we're supposedly supposed to be good. Go in the back for the shift and information that they need to register and just double check. Apparently, I'm not in their system. They go through the information, they go through the emails that were sent to me, and they realize they didn't send me the email. Now, funnily enough, again, all of this likely could have been resorted ahead of time because I could have just confirmed the data that I called. Hey, listen, do I have everything? Am I missing anything? But because they were unwilling to follow simple instructions and just answer a customer, for all they know, or a potential employee in this case, right, answer their concerns, I basically get shafted. Now, this doesn't necessarily equate to me being screwed over and whatnot, but I just look at that and I'm just like, it's never that easy for me. Never has been, and I am really confirmed that it never will be. You know what I mean? And I really can't help but laugh at this because, honestly, people try and tell you that you shouldn't think that the world is out to get you and that everything's out to screw you over. But even if you just take away and step back from say my situation and get me out of it and just look at life as a whole, that's completely opposite. What are you talking about? Just you breathing, just the innate action of you breathing. If you did not have filters in your lungs, if you did not have freaking filters in your nostrils, for God's sakes, the sheer amount of spores that are trying to freaking take over your body and grow in your lungs and stuff like that, you can't even imagine, okay? Then you have the fact that you're talking about not just life from a natural standpoint, you're talking about life from a standpoint of human civilization. In a hyper-competitive market, in an economy, at least in the West, that is literally on a massive decline, and you genuinely think that they are not out to screw you over? A hyper-competitive, freaking economic society? You think that they're not trying to screw you over? That you think that they care anything about screwing you over so long as they benefit? Why do you think that these systems are automated? Because they have no intention on paying people who would actually be doing these things manually. And even if they were doing it manually, think about it like this. Considering just how competitive the job market is, do you really think that someone who doesn't really care about their job is actually going to do their job enough to hire someone who actually does care about their job, who is willing to be competent, who is willing to answer concerns? Because, hey, in a short amount of time, that person who's actually competent is going to make this person who's incompetent look really freaking bad. And they either might get replaced or just outright get fired because there's a new person. You are 100% consistently having to fight against a lot of stuff. People might not want to believe that, but that is the case, dude. That is the case. And it's really irritating because, you know, my folks essentially just ran back to the house, you know, and then they ran back to me to give me the information, to give me what I would need. And I was at least supposed to be here for like 7 hours. And now what am I supposed to do? Just call them and just like say, oh, well, you know, they messed up and just have them consistently waste gas? Like, I think I'm literally just going to sit here in this marketplace and just walk around because I at least want to just, I guess, just, you know, just do something. Because it just feels like such a freaking a joke to like have started the day off on a rough note, but I was like, oh, at least I was going to be like working. And then because of a faulty on their part, I get screwed over. You know? I get screwed over. It's really, 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 really tiring to be in this position, dude. It really is. I can't stress it enough. Even, it's not like this is the first time this has happened, you know, like I just reported recently about like, say, like a freaking restaurant that basically did the same crap to me, like, and I'm hoping that it's not going to be this case either, but the fact of the matter is, this is what happens when you have all these automated systems and you have freaking incompetent people. The overall intelligence of people is going down. People don't understand this stupid no child left behind bullcrap has done far more harm than good. Because the people that are working aren't freaking competent enough to follow simple instructions and do what they're supposed to do to make sure that you get what you need. The way that the freaking job market and work as a whole works is you have to trust your freaking coworkers. But your coworkers don't have enough freaking IQ to do the tasks that are needed for you to do what you have to do. I can't help but feel like that's also why our freaking economy is in the freaking decline. Because all of the people working right now are freaking incompetent. So you can't do what you need to do. You know, I know like the walk home is probably like 3 hours, but maybe I should just freaking walk because I don't know, dude. To say that I'm frustrated is an understatement. I'm not gonna like blow my lid and just like, you know, start going insane because I need that job, number one, and number two, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, no one's really gonna give a rat's arse in the grand scheme, you know? I know a few of you guys do. I know, I shouldn't say that, but overall, like, most people don't. I feel like that's kind of why I empathize so much, even though I'm not really, like, say, like, fully, like, one of them. I empathize a lot about people, like, in this space, because to say that we have been dealt a bad hand is, like, an understatement, and it really just feels like whenever we're trying to bust our balls to get out of that bad hand, to, like, finally get dealt, like, maybe just one ace, maybe just one, you know, queen of hearts or something, right? We can't get anything. And no matter how much people want to say that, oh, it's not that hard, they have no idea because they're never... Listen, if things work good for you, good. I'm happy they work good for you, but don't pretend like they work good for everyone. Don't pretend like just because you had it easy and whatnot, everything works out for you, that's how it works for everyone. It's just not the case, dude. It's really not the case, and it's just freaking exhausting, to say the freaking least, to be in this position. It really is, man. Because it's not like you're in this position because of anything you did. You have to trust the process that is literally shown to be time and time again faulty. You know? I see some of these videos where these, like, people are just breaking down and they're having, like, nervous breakdowns and stuff like that. And I understand them. I can't get to that point, but I understand. I think I can't get to that point because I've been through such garbage in my life that it's like, dude, me not having a job is like, it's like almost natural at this point. And I'm at least happy that I don't have kids because I think I'd understand it a lot more if someone did have kids. But at the same time, you gotta be real. Like, if you chose to have kids, you gotta have a backup plan basically at all times because you're not It's not just about feeding yourself, it's about feeding those kids. You know, it's frustrating, dude. It really is. I can really see why a lot of people they just do whatever they can. Whether it's fraud, whether it's starting to, you know, sell illicit substances and stuff like that. I can't blame them. I can't blame them, because people are going to do what keeps food in their bellies and food in their families' bellies. Like, if someone is trying to do something the right way, and it is consistently being shown to be faulty and it's not working, do you genuinely think they're going to keep doing that, or do you think they're going to do something else? The definition of insanity, famous quote, is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different outcome. But the system puts it in a manner to where they try and tell you that you should not try the alternate outcomes, you know. You should not try something different. You should just keep doing this until it works. And yes, it does work. To say that it doesn't work is faulty, obviously. But it does not work at a consistent enough rate. It doesn't have a high enough success rate to warrant why you should continuously do this. You know? I was supposed to be at this store for a minimum of 6 hours. A minimum of 6 hours. And I'm just out here just talking. I don't know, man. I'm spent, dude. I'm so over this happening. And it always seems to happen, you know? It really is. This isn't like me, like, air quotes, giving up. I'm not saying that. Obviously not. You know. But it's just so irritating to look so hard, and then you get to this stage, and it's just nothing. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm just spent. But I think I'm just going to conclude it here, because I don't want to just kill my phone's battery. So I wish I had something more positive to report, but it is what it is. Thank you guys for listening. I mean it, you know. I know it's not necessarily like I have the biggest audience or anything, but thank you for the few who do listen, I guess. Because they relate too, you know. So, once again, I'm going to say this again, guys. There is hope beyond your suffering. There's hope beyond your pain. And even though I'm in this position, I'm going to just do the best that I can to hopefully recover from this and whatnot. Because hopefully, again, because they said that, like, they'll send me some more information. But we'll see, because, like, they were supposed to send it beforehand, you know, so I don't know. I'm going to just go ahead and apply to, like, several other stores around here, because there's a lot of stores around here in general, because I'm basically, like, in a marketplace. So I'm going to just apply to a whole bunch of these stores too, because hopefully they'll at least have more competent systems or competent staff or something. So thank you for listening. Thank you. I hope you guys are hanging in there too. God bless. I will see you guys next time.